So a few weeks ago, Create Aeronautics finally released one add-on seamlessly integrating a physics engine with Create Mod. It's awesome. I mean, look at this. That's gone forever. Oh, nope, there it is. Anyway, I'm finally gonna get in on this. And the first thing I wanna do is try to make an airplane. First of all, most importantly, hat. Gotta have the appropriate hat. So there are a few things we're gonna need in order to make a plane. First of all, we need to propel ourselves somehow, such as with a propeller. Yeah, we are moving, not very fast though. There are a few different ways to power it. We can use a Stirling engine, which requires heat. And that spins pretty fast, actually. What happens if we do this? Oh, that definitely, yep, that definitely goes. Okay, I feel like this might be the way to go, because this is pretty simple. It's just a blaze burner with an engine on top, and it goes really fast. And if we do a simple setup like this, then we can turn it on and off. Of course, the problem with this is I don't want it to just be on or off. I want to be able to throttle up the engine. There is a throttle lever. Yeah, see, but that doesn't do it. If there's any redstone input at all, it stops completely. So that's not what we want. This might be something. Analog transmission. Hold on. We do this. Yes, that's decreasing the thrust. It stops completely. Yes, this is exactly what we want. Okay, so when the lever's fully pulled back, we have no thrust, and then we can start to increase the thrust a little bit at a time. Let's try this on our little slab here, and then I can throttle up. There we go. Okay, at 12, we start moving. Hey, there we go. Go all the way. Okay, that's step one done. That's propulsion. We have a propulsion system. The next step is to actually give this a way to produce lift so it can fly. The goal is to try to build this in the shape of a Ford Trimotor, this goofy looking airplane. The reason I picked this plane, other than it looking goofy, is that it's small enough that I think I can realistically get it off the ground, and it's just big enough that I might have a chance at getting all the stuff inside to make it actually work. So now I've replicated basically what we had over there into this. So when we pull back on the throttle, it spins up the propeller. Now let's work on lift. So we now have wings, which means we should technically have lift, but actually flying is a little more complicated than that. We need control surfaces. And I think I have an idea of how we can do that. So we're gonna put a gearbox here, facing that way. Then either side, we're gonna do torsion spring, do mechanical bearings here. They rotate like that. And then we can use a directional gear shift. If I set this frequency, and I can bind this, and I'm probably gonna get this inverted the first time. I indeed got it inverted. It needs to be the other way. There we go. So that rolls us left, that rolls us right. Roll left. The rudder goes as well. Roll right. And then we've got up, down. Guys, this plane might be able to fly. I've given it wheels. It has power. Let's try to fly this thing. Pull the throttle. We're moving. Faster. All right, let's go really fast. Okay, we do not have... we do not have enough control over the pitch. Okay, I think we're close though. Oh, we're overstressed. Oh, that's a problem. Okay, hold on. Come on. No, go down, go down, no! Okay. Yep, we're upside down again. So this is showing the center of mass as kind of back here behind the wings, which feels like it's probably too far back. So let's see what happens if I put a heavy block like iron towards the front. Yes, okay, we're going up, we're going up. We are still sort of trending into a loop-the-loop. Oh, and we're overstressing when I try to steer. Yeah, I do not have control. Oh, yes, yes. Okay, I sort of have control. I'm still pitching up. I have to constantly counteract the pitching up. But I'm genuinely, I feel like I have control. I can fly. I wonder if more lift in the back would help it. Like if we made these wings bigger. Okay, this is by far the best that it's felt. We're not pitching up like we were before, so that's good. I do feel like the rolling could be maybe slightly more responsive. Could make the flaps bigger. Alright, so I've added the other propellers here, which are not actually necessary to make it fly, but, you know, they're on the real thing, so I put them in. I have had to upgrade to 6 engines, which is a lot, but nothing is getting overstressed now, which is good. I've also balanced the weight pretty much as perfectly as I can, so it handles a lot better now. Realistically, it's as good as it's going to get at this point. So now I'm going to finish the aesthetic part of the build, and then we'll go actually build this in survival. Alright, here we are in the survival world. This will be my first time showing this on camera. I've been working in this world for a little while because I knew I wanted to try create aeronautics, but I figured I'd get all the boring early game stuff out of the way before recording. Anyway, I don't exactly have an airstrip yet, but I do have a big flat area, which should work fine for now. Oh my god, these guys are back. Alright, let's make a schematic cannon. Bam, there we go. Also need a schematic table and an empty schematic. There we go. Now, we can get our trimotor. And we're going to build this right here. Get our material checklist. Let's see what we got. 6 pages. Most of this stuff isn't too crazy. It's just a lot of copycat blocks and a bunch of this metal. We've also got some machinery pieces like the analog, transmission, and the cardan connectors, which are probably going to be a little tricky. But let me get to work and gather some resources. Okay, I believe now I've got everything on this list except the transmission, the cardan connectors, and the engines. So let's see how we make an engine. That's pretty simple. There we go, 6 engines. And I'm aware that probably the better way to power something like this is with one of these engines from the Factory Must Grow. But our problem is to power these, they all take petroleum, like gasoline and stuff. And in order to get gasoline, I need to get oil, which means I need to find an oil field. And I need to set up a drilling operation, and I need to build an oil refinery, and I need to transport the oil. As you can see, I'm not really equipped to do any of that right now. I live in a hangar, which is why I specifically designed the plane to use these engines. Analog transmission. Not too bad, actually. We have everything we need. There we go. Now, cardan connectors. Oh boy, look at that recipe. We need a precision mechanism, which is this process that everyone will be familiar with if you've done Create before. And I should actually try to automate this, probably. Let's go ahead and get another brass hand going. There we go. Deployers. We got 3 of them. Let's set this up, like, right here. Why not? There we go. So it's going to be small cogwheel, big cogwheel, iron nuggets. And this should start making precision mechanisms. There we go, very fast. It is still kind of manual because I have to take them out and put them back in. And we already ran out of stuff, great. Bam, we've got 11 precision mechanisms. So now we should be able to set up this recipe. So it's going to be precision mechanisms there, anti-set casing there, shafts like this. There we go, that's 4 carbon connectors. Got to do that 3 more times. That should be all of the materials. So let's watch this thing build a plane. Alright, I think everything is glued now, so I'm gonna try to assemble this. Yes, that's good. Yep, looks like we're all in one piece. Alright, I'm also gonna put the controls on a lectern in here, so that they're actually attached to the airplane. I think we're ready to try to take off. Alright, fueling up. We should have about 15 minutes of fuel. Alright, let's do a check. Flaps. Check. Other flaps. Check. God, I'm not a pilot, guys. I don't know the words. Wheels. Check. I think we're ready to go. Let's throttle up. And get speed. Rotate. This is not working. Throttle down. Okay. That did not quite work. Also, I'm currently stuck. Okay, so this is telling me my lift force is only 1.3. 1.3 PN, I don't know, newtons? Is 1.3, and that's way less than what I had, like 7 in the creative world. What? Oh. The terrain is not helping. What is going on with these lift forces? What? I had to get some help from some nerds who are smarter than me in the Aeronautics Discord, and they pointed out something that seems incredibly obvious, but I had not considered at all, which is air pressure. Yeah, air pressure decreases as altitude increases, obviously, and Aeronautics accounts for this by decreasing your lift force the higher you are in the world. Now, normally in a super flat world, the ground is at like -60 or something. Obviously here, we're at Y72. So obviously, when you add 130 blocks to your elevation, you'll have a lot less lift and it'll be harder to take off. So what I've done is I've extended the wings by a few blocks, both the front and back, and now we have a total lift force of about 6 newtons. If anyone knows what that unit is, please tell me. Anyway, that's a lot closer to what it was originally on the super flat world. So I've got some more fuel, and we're gonna try this again. Let's go full throttle. Come on. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my god, don't hit the tree, don't hit the tree. Oh my god. Okay, we are in the air. We are in the air. I feel like I'm not totally in control. We have struck a tree. Please, I need to roll. Please, roll right. Please, I beg you to roll right. I'm doing everything in my power to make the plane go to the right, and nothing is happening. What is going on? Okay, we grazed that tree. And, well, this is just great. Okay, so long story short, it still doesn't work. Even with the wing blocks I added like several more blocks on top of what I'd already done. Somehow it still is not enough lift to get the plane off the ground. Every time I try to take off, I just spin out and crash. I even made the propeller bigger, still not enough. Basically, I think my design is fundamentally flawed because I didn't consider air pressure from the start, and I don't think there'd be any way for it to get off the ground at full weight. So the solution is to remove a bunch of the aesthetic blocks. Unfortunately, I think it might fly now, but this might be the only way it ever flies. It's really frustrating. Earlier in the video, I felt really good about this. I was like, wow, I made an airplane and it works and it's super cool. Only to find out that I'm an idiot and nothing works and it's terrible. Anyway, let's see if this thing flies now that I've removed a bunch of stuff. All right, let's just go for it. Full throttle. See, I think we're still too heavy somehow. Somehow, I think we're still genuinely not making enough lift. Because I cannot control this. I literally can't do anything. Look, I'm banking left. I'm banking left as hard as I can. Nothing is happening. Let me remove some more blocks. I mean, that's about as much as I can remove, to be honest. Okay, we are We are in the air. I feel like I'm sort of in control. I'm wondering if there's a height ceiling for this, though. Like, at what point does the air pressure become too low to where we can't increase altitude anymore? I think we might have hit it, to be honest. I can't really convince it to go much higher than this. Oh, we might hit those jungle trees. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is sort of dangerous business, what we're doing. I want to see if I can get back to the airstrip and land. If I can do that, I'll be happy. I see the hangar. Okay, we're gonna overshoot this. Maybe not, maybe not. Maybe we got this. Okay, well... I mean... not the best landing, but we did land, sort of. Well, anyway, that's my first attempt at Create Aeronautics. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one down as a failure, but that said, I did learn a lot of things that will be useful next time. I'm determined to figure this out and build something that actually works. I'll build anything you tell me. Planes, boats, spaceships. Okay, maybe not spaceships, but let me know if there's anything in particular you want me to try to build next. Also, like and subscribe.